Hey everyone, welcome back to One Woman Circus. I'm Christina and today I am going to be doing a little list of the things that I like to take or not forget when doing a market or an expo. And then I'm also going to be sharing a small yarn haul that I have from Premiere. So yeah, if you want to listen to that, just go ahead and stay tuned. I'm going to start with the yarn haul just because it's a smaller one, so I'm not too worried about it taking too long. But here it is. It's just a little guy. Let's see what we got here. I don't cut myself. Should be fine. I was supposed to wear my microphone today, but I forgot to charge it while I was working, so I'm gonna have to talk a little bit louder, sorry. Okay. So the first thing I have, and this is from Premiere, so I have a 3-pack of Premiere Parfait Chunky, and this is the color Bubblegum. Trying to remember why I bought it. You know from my previous videos, I'm kind of notorious for buying colors specifically that I want and then getting them and forgetting for what I wanted them even for, but I'll have it if I need it. Same with this one, Premiere Parfait, and this is in the color Seal. I do believe I got this one because I got a pattern from either Mama Stitchetti or Chastity and Designs. I can't remember which one, but it's a manatee pattern. And I only had a lighter gray color. I don't know if you can even see it. No, it's directly behind me, but I only had a light gray color, and the manatee I think looks better in the dark gray, so I got dark gray. But this is considered the color Seal. And then I got Bubblegum, or no, I'm sorry, this is Hibiscus, and this is Parfait Chunky XL. The color Hibiscus. I'm trying, for the life of me, I can't remember why I bought all these pink colors. What was I thinking? It's gonna bug the crap out of me. I'll figure it out though. And then I bought in Parfait Chunky XL, this, I believe this is this, oh no, this is just gray. But I wanted to make a larger manatee, so that's why I did get this color. And I think I wanted to make a hippo also. And then this one right here is the color Turkey. Oh my gosh, why did I get any of this? What was I thinking? I don't know. Oh my gosh. All right. Like I said, I'll figure it out. Willikers. All right. And then I also got Parfait Chunky XL in the light brown. Oh, so the creamish color was for chickens. I sold out of my cream colored chickens last time, and I don't hardly have any of that cream color left, so I got it for freaking chickens. All right, and then this one, I got this, I believe this is sea glass, but let me double check. Yeah, this is sea glass color. Isn't that pretty? I think I just wanted a different color for jellyfish. And then I have a 3-pack more of the cream color. Yeah, cream. So I had that one in that 1-pack, and then a 3-pack also, so cream. And then last but not least, I got a 3-pack of Golden Rod. And why I did that, I don't know. Story of my life right now. Can you tell I'm stressed out, right? Like lately. Okay, I've had the busiest freaking last 2 weeks of my life, okay? I had the expo 2 weeks, 1 weekend ago, 2 weekends ago? I don't know. So I was coming off of a high from that because I did so well and I was so excited and proud of myself. And then for those who don't know, I have a regular 9-to-5 job also that I do, and I am a medical biller / coder. Right now for the last few years, last 4 years actually, I've been doing medical billing and I love it, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to get back into coding, and me being a complete dumbass, I let my coding certification go, and so I can't hardly move into back to coding if I wanted to, and without my certification. Some people will take you, some people won't, majority won't. So I was like, hey, I got to get that certification back. Well, I have not been in school for coding certification since 10 years now. So I bought my books for it, and I was like, you know, I got to get it ASAP, and I did that, and I got the books and everything. Didn't crack them one time. I took the test after getting the books. I want to say I got them on a Wednesday. I took the test on the Sunday that just passed, so that's what, 3 days ago. I took it here at my house, and I took it at 6 o'clock in the morning, so that way I made sure some of my kids, at least, or all of my kids and my husband would be asleep for a majority of it, because it's a 4-hour test. Well, they give you 4 hours for it. And I took the full 4 hours. When I took it the first time, I think I only took 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. I had a lot of time left over though. And I got an 82%. This time I took it, I wasn't even sure I was going to pass it because I hadn't been in school for it or been doing coding for the last 4 years. So I was like, I'm gonna be rusty as hell. I haven't had any medical terminology other than my job that I've been doing, and that obviously is a smaller scope of the whole spectrum, which they can test you on. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna get the one where you can take 2 tests, and so I paid a little extra to take 2 tests just in case I failed the first one. Well, I don't know how the hell I did it. I pulled it out of my ass, and instead of the first time, like I said, I got an 82%. I got an 81% and passed with flying damn colors. Don't know how I did it, but I guess I really do know what I'm doing. Anywho, but yeah, it's been crazy. Work in general has been crazy also, just at my regular job. So always busy, something to do. Got the 3 kiddos I'm taking care of that are mine. Obviously, I have a husband, but you know. Anyways, okay, let's get to this awesome list that I made for things that I think are essential to any market, any expo, any sort of event that you are going to be doing for your crochet items. Got my list. All right, first thing, tables. Do not forget your tables. If you are not sure how many tables you are going to need, I suggest that you do a sort of mock-up of what your setup is going to be. That way you can figure out, if it's your first time doing it, you can figure out, hey, I need 1 table, I need 2 tables, 3 tables, you never know. So don't forget your tables. Next, number 2 is tablecloths. Some people don't do tablecloths, totally fine. When I very first started doing them at the beginning of summer, in springtime-ish, summertime-ish, I had literally the cheapest, they're like plastic tablecloths that were the purple color. Obviously my company color is purple, and purple's my favorite color. That's why I made it that. But yeah, they were just lavender-ish looking tablecloths. You can see in some of my earlier videos or my shorts what I'm talking about, but I eventually upgraded and invested in the spandex tablecloths, which you can see in my previous video of the Women's Expo that I did. I absolutely love them, think they are totally worth it, and I wish I had invested in them in the first place. So I highly recommend those. I got mine off Amazon. They have a trillion different colors. So I'm assuming they would have a color that you would enjoy. If all else fails, go with either black or white. I do not suggest white just because I know me as a person. Tend to drop things. If somebody else drops something on your table, don't know if it would happen or when it would happen or why it would happen, but if it does, black, just go with the black if you don't know what color, just in case. If you are doing an outdoor event, make sure to get a tent. That is going to be my next big investment for my business. I have a tent right now, but it is a, it is a dark blue tent, which is totally fine, but it does have a couple holes in it. They're not like giant holes that are totally obvious or anything, but it does have a couple holes. But I would like to invest in a tent that is my purple color for my purple theme. I also want to get a tent that has either one wall or possibly two walls to hang up. And the reason for that is it will help block wind and it will help block sun. So that way you're not completely dying at those summer events that get really hot. One thing for, don't forget for tents also is the weights for your tent. I think 1 or 2 events I went to without weights, and I was sitting there like an idiot just holding my tent, making sure it doesn't fly away while I was trying to deal with customers at the same time. Not a good look, not professional, and honestly, it's just a freaking hassle anyways. So highly suggest weights for your tent. There's a bunch of different things you can do. I've seen people use cinder blocks. I've seen people use just, there's plastic weights that I don't know what they're filled with, honestly, because I've found them on Amazon. It doesn't actually say what they're filled with. It just says the weight that they are. And they just go perfectly over your tent, the leg, and then the piece that is on the floor, so it holds it down. And then I've seen there's ones that are sandbag ones that you strap them to the leg of the tent, and then you fill it yourself with sand. So they come empty, and then you yourself buy sand. You can find sand at like Home Depot pretty easily. Bunch of different options. Next, don't forget a chair. This goes for any event, especially outdoor. Bring your camping chair, whatever type of chair you want. The Women's Expo I had, it was indoor, and they did offer chairs, but I was not going to pay $10 extra for a chair. I could have, and is $10 that much? No, but I also have my own, so it's like, why? Nah. Nah, pass. But you do what you want. Next up, again, for outdoor, if it's in early spring or fall, depending on where you live, obviously too, I suggest bringing a blanket. I get cold really easily, but also if it's a hot event and you don't have the walls for your tent, like I was saying, the blanket, you can hang it up behind you so that's not, the sun's not completely blazing on you. So I always suggest having a blanket, packing one. You don't always have to take it out of your car, just have it just in case. Next, I suggest food. And this is preference also. If you don't mind going to the place that you're at, the food vendors that are there, go for it. That's up to you. Personally, I don't want to spend all the money that I'm making on food because any type of vendor event that I've been to does have food usually, but it is expensive. So I usually take, like a sandwich or a Lunchable, and then I pack my own drinks. Next up, number 8, your product displays. If you're starting out, you might not even have any. I personally have my wood crates that I have that I tilt them to the side and then set things in, and I, stack them. I have a couple plastic bins. I have a couple different types of plastic bins, and I've used both of them, so it just depends on what I'm feeling like for that day. I have some that are colored, so you actually have to like look in the bin, and then I have some that are clear. And the clear ones are actually ones that I found at an Amazon return. It's called like Daily Deals where I'm at. But they're actually supposed to be for your fridge. Like, you know how you have the little separations for your fridge, for little compartments and stuff. It's some of those, and it actually, my husband found them randomly, and it was a set of like, I think 8 or 9 of them, and he got them for like $12 for all of those, and usually they're pretty dang expensive. So I mean, that was a huge deal to find, and I'm glad he did. I didn't think I was going to use them, honestly, but at the expo I found a way to use them, and I love it. So yeah, just be on the lookout for stuff like that. You look at yard sales. If you're just starting out, look at yard sales. Facebook Marketplace is a good place for that kind of stuff too. And then also part of my product displays is my keychain display. So I got that on Temu for I think like $7, and it's a spinny one. It's 2-tier. Number 9, pricing displays. So first of all, do not forget to price your items. People are more inclined to purchase from you or look at your booth if they see that you have price tags on your items already, because some people are just too shy to come up and be like, hey, how much is this? Hey, how much is this? Hey, you know, and who wants to do that anyways? If you have to look at every single thing and ask about every little item and what the price is, you're probably not going to want to do that. So either put your price tag on your items, or if you have the bins like I do, make sure that you make your price sign that has your price. And then if it's indoor and you don't have to worry about the wind, sometimes like at the women's expo that I just did, I just put the price right in front on the table of lined up with each bin of what the price is. But if you don't have that option and it might be windy, or if you want it to look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, or whatever the reason, you can always get signs that have like, I've seen people do Velcro. So the bin has a Velcro piece in the front, and then they laminate the price sign and then put the other piece of Velcro on the other side so they can just stick it to that. I've also seen, like me personally, I just make and print out the sign myself, and sometimes I will put it in a, what is it called? A picture frame. So it doesn't even have to be one that has an actual frame on it. If you go to, I go to Dollar Tree, and they have little 5x7 picture frames that are completely clear, and that way you'll only see the sign, and then it has a tilt piece on the back so that way it lays the right way. Sounds really weird the way I'm explaining it. I'm shit at explaining things, obviously, but go to the dollar store, you'll see what I mean. And then number 10, do not forget cash or change for your cash customers. I do not carry a ton of cash, but I do get it specifically for my events. Some people like to get a lot of change and have that. I don't. For the most part, all of my items are in increments of 5 or 10. So that way it makes it easy. The only thing I have that's not are my keychains, and those are $7. Other than that, everything is either 10, 20, 30, 15, you know, increments of 5 and 10 to make it super simple. So for that reason, I personally only carry with me $20 in ones and then $30 in fives. So $50 in change. That's all I ever have on me. Next up, do not forget your card reader. If you do not have a card reader, I highly suggest investing in one. Highly. The reason for this, like, let it be one of the first things that you even get when you are doing a business. Because no matter how small or big my event has ever been that I've gone to since I've started this, if about 50%, if not more, sorry, I see my dog outside, 50%, if not more, of my sales come from card. And it's also likely that if they have the option between cash or card, even if they do have cash, they will likely pay with card, because they'll want to, what if, like, you know, they have a place, they'll think, well, what if I go somewhere else that doesn't have a card reader, so I'm going to have to use this cash. So, I mean, just giving them that option opens up your customer base. Next up, I always take my yarn, like some yarn and needles, basically my crochet items, because I don't like to just sit there. I take stuff that I know specifically that I will work on, so I make sure to bring that pattern, the yarn that I'm going to need, the hook and stuff, the needles that I'm going to need for it and everything. So, I mean, you don't have to do that, but it's better than just sitting there like a bump on a log. I mean, not my last event, my event before that, it was a 2-day event, and I made in the day and a half, I made a monkey that I ended up selling for $40 at my next event that I had my last event. So I mean, you can get a lot done if you're sitting there, and if it's slow, at least you'll be productive. Next, don't forget scissors. Never know what you're gonna need it for. I suggest taking like a little pack. When I take my stuff for working on my projects, I always have a little bag. I don't think I have it in here. I think it's out in my living room. I can fit my yarn. Sorry if you hear my kids. I have my little pouch that has my hooks in it. It has my needles that I use for the face and then for closing my projects. I have my scissors in there. I also suggest taking tape. Never know when you're going to need tape. Pens and markers. Again, you don't know if you're going to need them or not, but I'd rather have them and, you know, need them and have them than need them and not have them. So another thing, make sure to bring bags that you can offer your customers if they get a larger item or multiple items. I live in Washington State. I don't think it's like this in all the other states. Let me know below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're one of the only states, I want to say. Possibly California does it too. I don't know. But we don't have plastic bags here anymore. I mean, we do, but you have to pay extra for them. So now that places are charging us additional money for using or getting plastic bags, like with our groceries and stuff, a lot of people have invested in reusable shopping bags and tote bags and things like that, so they tend to bring them with them. But just in case, I do have bags that I use. I got clear ones specifically because I was like, hey, sorry, you can hear my dog. I was like, hey, you know, people are gonna see my stuff that I'm selling in the clear bag that somebody else is walking around with, and it worked. At the Women's Expo that I just had, someone literally came up to me and was like, oh, this is where I saw that girl that had the clear bag had like got her stuff. I was like, oh cool, you know, like, hey, it worked. So they specifically sought me out because they saw that clear bag walking around. So it's good to know it works. Next up, and I got 3 different sizes. I got a smaller one, a medium, and then a larger one. Next up, business cards. I did not have business cards until this last event I did, and I really wish that I had. You would not believe the amount of times that I got asked if I have a card or contact info and things like that. And this time I just set it out on 2 of my tables, and people could freely pick them up. And honestly, I might have put out 20, and probably about 10 to 15 of them got taken. And I gained followers that way too, because on my card I specifically put my Instagram account and everything on there. So that's a great way to grow your following as well if you do social media like that. Next and last but not least, your inventory. Don't forget your inventory. You do not want to show up and be like, I have nothing. Can you imagine? That's literally a fear that I have. But yeah, don't forget your inventory. What I do is I have this office right here. So it's over here. You can't see it, but on this wall, I have the stuff because I work from home. So it's like my desk and everything. And then behind me here is all my crochet stuff, but I have a little closet over here you can't see. That's where I keep a lot of my stuff too. But what I do is the night before, I preload my vehicle with my tables and the my tables and my display stuff. So all like the heavier big stuff, I put that all in my car the night before. And then after I do that, I come inside and I set everything else that I'm going to need to take with me. I put it in the middle of this floor. If it is not there, it probably will not get taken. So I make sure I have everything. If you need to, make a list for yourself so that you do not forget. I've had good luck so far. Don't jinx myself of not forgetting anything this far in what I've been doing, but you never know. So, I mean, but yeah, don't forget your inventory. That would be the worst case scenario, especially if you're going far for an event or something. But yeah, these are just a few of the things that I take. Well, not a few. This is literally all the crap that I take. But if you have suggestions, questions, anything, just let me know below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I am about a third of the way in watch views for getting monetized, and I'm so excited to be doing that. And I just thank you guys to everyone that supported me so far. I can't even talk, but thank you to everyone that supported me so far. It means so much to me, and you know, it's helped me a lot, and I'm enjoying it. So I haven't gotten tired of it yet. But yeah, if you guys have questions or anything, just let me know below. Everybody be kind to each other and have a great rest of your week. We are doing pumpkin carving on Saturday we always have a big party for pumpkin carving every year with our family. So we are doing that. And yeah, if you guys have Halloween traditions that you do, let me know below. Those are always fun to hear about. And have a great week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.